Welcome back to chapter 38 of JoJolands. We're the JoJolanders.
Hello.
I'm uh we don't really do intros like this.
No.
Um well, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yep. Welcome back. Hello.
Let's just get into it. Okay, actually, a little context. So, new chapter of the JoJolands, obviously. We're starting a new arc. Well, yeah, new arc here. After we finally dealt with it seems to be Point Blank. That
Yeah.
seems to be the name of the stand with the stand user. We learn his name this chapter and all that. But it finally seems like we're kind of moving into the next portion of the arc. Um, but yeah, oh yeah, Steel Ball Run in September.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting. 25th, the day the race starts. Even that's
Wow.
going to be. It goes up through like stage 2 and I don't know how much of stage 3, but some of stage 3.
That'd be nice.
Maybe all of it, which would be because that would be scary monsters and all that too.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Can't wait.
So yeah, starting off here, I like this cover page. I like how Araki always is a great artist, but it's interesting that me and you talked about this when we first started reading it. That Jodio has clutching his head yet refusing to wave the white flag, but he clutching his head tells me he's frustrated.
Yeah.
It's like, why is he really, even after the end of this chapter, it's like I'm not really sure why he'd be frustrated.
Right.
We can come. It's not that big of a deal. It's probably just something for the front cover anyway. He probably definitely looks like one of like a reference type of
Yeah. Maybe
photo.
for what's to come. I don't know.
But we start off with some backstory for the lava rock. But I feel like this specific backstory is really important personally. I mean, it calls it a mechanism from the distant past,
Right.
and it talks about how humanity basically evolved because of rocks. We made
Yeah.
tools for them. We made we
Carved them.
appreciated them as like art and all that stuff, and basically used them to advance into the modern age. We made tools out of them. We used the tools to get other tools that are better, et cetera, et cetera. And I think this basically has fully explained almost everything for me, from why the lava rock. Well, I guess it doesn't explain why the lava rock specifically might do it, but at least why the lava rock is so connected to value. I feel like this is answering that question.
And kind of why everybody wants a piece of the lava rock.
Oh, like an innate human
Yeah.
thing to just collect. Yeah, true. But it basically says it was. Now, obviously, we're going based on people's translations here, and wording is very important for this type of stuff. But it says it was with rocks that civilization began. The origin of human flow, human systems. So when I read that and I see the word flow, my brain instantly goes alarm bells from part 8 and stuff, where flow is basically like fate.
Yeah.
And obviously systems, I think of mechanisms. What I think Araki's saying here is that rocks themselves are the origin of humanity's fate and humanity's mechanisms. That the things that we made ourselves out of are what gave us our fate.
Although this seems like it's a bucket of something pouring into something.
Yeah, like a what do they call them? Like a factory,
Yeah, something pouring in that they've liquefied into a mold.
Yeah.
That'll harden.
I mean, what is iron or glass? They're just rocks, basically.
Yeah.
I guess iron is metal, but you know what I mean.
Right.
And it basically is telling us that and I interpret flow as fate. So if fate is to be altered, it's with rock that the change begins. And of course, with all these rocks and stuff, I think of rock humans. But
yeah,
I think that this intro to the chapter is so important, and I think it kind of is answering some of the questions we might have had about why the lava rock does what it does. We don't know why the lava rocks themselves specifically do it. We know how they're kind of made. remember the Howler Bible with like the lightning on lava and all that going through like a cross made of fulgurite or whatever. Like we know there's like some sort of process to make them special, but I think it makes more sense now why that process might exacerbate the natural flow of rocks. I don't know.
Right.
This was really cool though. Personally, for me, it seems really cool. And then we cut to Rohan.
Right. And which...
Now, I know you've never read Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan.
No, I have not.
Because, well, to be honest with y'all, Rohan's not really either of our favorite characters. But I read Thus Spoke when I was out of JoJo to read. And,
I do like his Stan's ability.
Heaven's Door?
Heaven's Door.
It is a cool ability. I wish I had that one. It'd be so helpful. Boss, give me a promotion. But yeah, I got a dog. Although it doesn't look like the dog from it doesn't look like the same dog. Like Rohan's dog in like the Thus Spoke and like at the beginning kind of almost is like a Pomeranian type, I think.
And
but this
kind of looks like he's hiding from something.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Well, because he's been like paranoid because he was talking to Jodio. I think he's probably worried that like someone's gonna like hunt him down.
Right.
Because I mean, to be honest, if I was like a evil villain trying to hunt down the lava rock, I would also probably try and like hunt down Rohan.
Yeah.
To like at least like try and get whatever information out of him because clearly everyone knows that he knows something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably a good point. I didn't even think of that. With his dog in front of him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the way he's looking out the window.
Yeah. True. And we see his editor, Kyoka-kun. No, I can't remember if that's her actual name. I think it is. I have no reason to expect why Rocky would change that. But Rohan's like calling her out for a last minute change, but obviously doing it in person because he's worried all of his like electronics are tapped and being bugged. So he hands her the dialogue changes. And now I guess it's possible that this could go either way. It could be that Rohan had her call her out to put the dialogue changes for where the rock location was, which I think this is what this is. But it's also possible that Rohan is calling her out here to change them back. Maybe to hide the secret. Maybe he thinks that they're already kind of onto him.
Right.
I think it's probably the first one. That baby is absolutely wild. I wonder if that has any importance to the plot. Is there going to be a baby involved? Howler's Lulu. She looks like an 8-year-old, but she's not like a baby.
Right. That's true.
Maybe she's going to have like a long...
She's very dangerous.
True, that is true. She is absolutely wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he makes all these and classic Rohan where he's just like talking over her until he can just slam the door.
Yeah. And he's trying to get her out as fast as possible.
I must say, I do like this. It's nice seeing Rohan back in like I mean, he does this in Thus Spoke, but it's nice seeing him in more of like that kind of part 4 mentality where he's like,
stuck in the house.
Yeah, where he's just like keeping himself in the house because of like Kira and all that, and he knows that he's like researching Kira, and so he's trying to like find Kira, and this kind of gives me big vibes of Cheap Trick, when like the guy shows up to his door and he's like, "Hey, you called me out here to evaluate your house after you like Josuke burned it down or whatever." It gives me those vibes, and then we cut to the scene of the chapter that's definitely going to be fan animated very soon, which is the basically just new torture dance, the new universe torture dance.
From Jodio and Hako and
Dragona. I love it. It's so funny. And there's even like more effort put into it. I bet Araki definitely was just like, I mean, it'd be hard for him to ignore just how much love the torture dance got from everyone, and also just how much it like has blown up from JoJo. Of course, he had to make a reference with the most Part 5 coded part. And they're also, like, hitting him during it. Like, they do, like, a spin, and Paco is just kicking him every time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be amazing whenever JoJolands is animated.
Yep.
Or just whenever the fan animators get around to it. You gotta love it.
Yep, they're having fun, though.
No, you see, Paco says, we're not having any fun here, you know. Just gotta stick in some fun dance moves. Or we'll feel really lousy. Yeah, we gotta dance or we'll feel too bad about beating you up. I like that Paco and them are torturing him on Usagi's behalf.
Right.
Because obviously, I mean, they know that... they know that Usagi would just kill him.
Yeah.
And we get more dancing. Beautiful. This chapter, like, it's 36 pages, but, well, it's probably a little more than that with double pages, but, like, it feels long.
Yeah.
It feels like there was a lot that happened here. Paco's just, we get his name, Mundra. I don't know if that's a reference. I can't pick it up off the top of my head.
Mundra.
Is that him or...
Well, he says, my name is Mundra.
Period.
Mundra.
So I think his name is just single Mundra.
Right.
I don't know the reference if there is one.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess right now just because it doesn't really sound like a song name. I bet it's gonna be like a fashion brand probably.
I just noticed Usagi's got his
Oh,
foot in his head.
he's still holding onto his foot.
Yep.
How'd he get that?
I have no idea.
I thought the lion just ran away with it.
I just happened to notice there was a shoe.
God damn.
Yeah.
I do like I do like that Usagi's keeping the damage though.
Yeah.
That it's not like, oh, we'll put it back on with smooth operators. But oh my god.
Do that, but...
Yeah, I don't know. Talking about where is Tori, give me the names of your accomplices, etc.
Right.
And we get told that Tori, well, I mean, we get told the most obvious thing. This guy was just reconnaissance.
Right.
Which I feel like was a pretty safe guess. Especially after he tried to like, where is it? And I mentioned in a few chapters ago that this would be a really good torture stand.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and he also brings up the emergency vehicles, which there was a lot of them around.
Well, yeah, because he just kept flinging people into like crocodile pits and all that.
Right.
And they said that Tori was put on one of those vehicles. So someone in the medical field
is in on it.
Or someone is at least undercover in the medical field and was able to retrieve Tori from him.
Right.
And Usagi, of course, naturally wants to kill Mundra for understandable reasons.
Right.
And Mundra is just like, I don't know, man. They just sent me out here to do this shit.
Right.
Which makes sense, but right. He didn't even like believe the lava rock existed even.
No.
Is I think something that's good to know. It sounds like, based on what he just tells the team, it sounds like he was just like a hacker scammer that heard about the Howler mega yacht incident.
Right.
And then either through like some of his connections or something, well, probably not his connections, but whoever set him up to it.
Right.
They knew he knew about it. And so they put him up to this to like get information to lower his sentence and all that. Which I think is interesting. Cause I guess, does he necessarily confirm? Does he?
Plea deal.
What?
He did say plea deal somewhere.
Oh, it's later in the chapter. I jumped ahead a little, but I guess his dialogue doesn't necessarily say that he was the one that did the cyber scam.
No, he said everything from your squeezing your family with a cyber scam to this situation
was done just to confirm whether it actually exists in this world.
Right.
Which I guess that's an interesting thing because Howler knows a lava rock exists.
Right. So they were trying to figure it out.
If it even does exist.
Right.
So I guess this is it's hard to say because Howler could also just easily just like tell them. Well, no, they talk like they don't really know the guy.
Right.
So I think this is kind of a separate group that may have always thought that the lava rocks could have existed.
Right.
but never had confirmation.
And that's what they
And
were
now
wanting.
that Howler has fallen and these people are slated to get the land, now
Yeah.
they're thinking, okay, there must be something to this.
Yep.
A group of teenagers and their boss getting slated to get the $50 billion worth of land or whatever. Like, there must be something. And so send this guy out, use our connections.
Right.
And so he talks about how Jodio must know the code. That person, he says that person is looking for a lava rock. They have been since a long time ago. He's very vague about it.
Right.
I'm going to place my bets now. I think I've already placed bets that it's like Dolphin Bank or whatever. But knowing that this guy is a criminal and all that, I wonder, part 5 reference, if this might be the Mafia.
Could be.
The Hawaiian Mafia. I know the Mafia was referenced a little bit in like earlier whenever they were talking about like Howler's grandfather, F.A. Howler or whatever. Yeah. I think they mentioned that like the mayor or something that was like blocking the Howler family had connections to the Mafia or something along those lines, if I remember right. So they have already been kind of... And Paco, of course, mentioned the Mafia way back when Charming Man attacked them. Right. So they're already kind of...
Wasn't the Mafia that came after his dad?
Who's dead? Paco's? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. So the Mafia are already established presence.
Right.
It's possible that they're like, oh, the Howler family finally fell off or whatever. Like, maybe there is something real to this. If we can get the lava rock, well, obviously they'll be a lot more powerful. And they're talking about basically the code. And they're going to trade it for the little sister. So maybe that because that's what Mundra says, is that they're getting ready to trade it. So I think maybe...
That's a bargaining chip is why they...
Yeah. I think the initial thought was that they could convert Tori into money because of her organs. But I think what's more likely is that they heard about... No, because they already scammed her before...
They scammed him out of money.
Before Jodio had the call with Rohan.
Right.
I was going to say maybe they were planning to use Rohan... Like, they were planning to use the little sister as, like, give us the location, we'll give you the sister.
And he's offering to...
Get his ass out of this.
Yeah.
And I love that Dragona starts beating the shit out of him.
Right.
And then Usagi's like, yeah. I love it. And then Jodio is like, hey, he has an ankle monitor on. Like, he's already being, like, watched right now.
Yep. Tracked.
Mm-hmm. Either watched or tracked. And so they start, and we get a little backstory on this guy, but I mean, I'm not really like too concerned about it. It doesn't seem to... I mean, obviously, maybe on a reread, it'll feel like when the part's done, it'll feel more fitting, but it doesn't really feel like much like, well, let's think. Just a downward spiral. Poisoned a filthy rich elderly woman. You know who that makes me think of? Diego. Because Diego did that. He's like, I never meant to kill her. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some relevance with this. I mean, maybe it's like a bad future Jodio where it's like just went down the downward spiral or something.
Could be.
The spirits kept pestering me. Maybe it's like Jodio's anger keeps pestering him, but I don't know. I don't really mind that much. I like the guy's design, but that's about it. But yeah, he talks about cutting a plea deal, which I thought, lame shebang, Key West.
Key West.
Lawyer.
I was thinking Key West.
Lawyer,
she's
police.
A lawyer.
Mm-hmm. And we know they're still. We know they're still maybe alive.
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
Yeah, they were at the hospital, but.
But when it says this person said they get my life sentence expunged, expungements come from either an attorney stock, that's attorney talk, but her partner is lame shebang,
right?
Who's a police officer.
It's a police officer lawyer partner.
Yeah,
duo. So they would probably, and depending on what like their like experience and connections, like it's possible that they could like do something.
Right.
Maybe get like his original sentence thrown out on like a mistrial or something.
Yeah, that could be.
But yeah, so whoever offered to cut him a plea deal
could somehow disappear.
Yeah, lame shebang could do something like that.
Right.
So whoever did this, not necessarily confirmed it's them, but
Right.
who knows?
But they have to have some pull somewhere in order to do this.
Some sort of governmental pull.
Yeah.
In that instance, which again could also point to mafia as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he gives all this, and then they start to beat the shit out of him again, or they're going to, and then someone with the authority to cut a plea deal. And that, I think that confirms again that like it's like got to be some sort of lawyer, maybe a judge.
Yeah.
A judge stand user could be fun.
Yeah.
And then Meryl May, who we haven't heard from like 3 chapters or 4, yeah, appears.
All of a sudden.
Yes, I've been observing the whole time. At first, when I first like read this, I thought is like Dragona accusing Meryl May, but no, she just appeared again.
Yeah.
Doing her hacker thing.
Yeah.
Or I guess her just information thing.
Right.
And basically she's just like, okay, here's where the next arc's going to happen.
Yeah.
Go to the parking garage at Kalakaua Avenue, which is what the dude's stickers had. It's what the... I think they also listed Kalakaua Avenue on his stickers, which I think is fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically she's like, I think it's like, I'm going to get your mom out of there, and then I'm going to like... she's probably going to meet up with them there. I imagine. Because she's like, ditch your phones and all that. We're going to have to lose contact for a while.
Yeah.
So I assume she's going to meet them up there to give them their next instructions. Or either there's going to be like a piece of paper maybe. Something to communicate to them.
What I'm concerned about, what is 234-A?
Maybe it's like the parking spot?
Could be.
Maybe. I'm not really... I mean, I've never been to Hawaii. Maybe they do their parking spot numbers, or maybe just that particular parking garage, the underground one. Because I would imagine that's like just like go here. And then she tells us we've been under surveillance this whole time for the past 6 months. The school, our homes, even the hideout at Eco. So we know there was a 9-month skip between Act 1, the end of Act 1 and Act 2.
Right.
So I don't. And then she also makes a claim that it was one of the soldiers
that came on board
on Howler's mega yacht.
And she knows the enemy's identity.
Yeah, but how? You know, like,
I don't know.
This has to be, unless like she like, I mean, I know she has a lot of connections.
If she'd known it, why didn't she say something before?
True. That's a good point, actually. I mean, maybe whatever Munda or whatever said jogged her memory or something, but I don't know. That is a little weird. So I'm gonna say, unless we get more information about Meryl May's connections or whatever, I'm gonna theorize that maybe her stand is just a pure kind of Paisley Park information type of stand.
Could be.
Like she can just get information when she needs it. I don't think that's the case, because I feel like we would have seen it by now,
right,
or something along those lines, but who knows? Maybe it'll be a reveal for later. And they mentioned the right path. We're on the right path, or like
the right one.
Yeah, we're on the right path. Which
the path you're following is the right one. Yeah.
Was that Johnny that said something similar like that? This one of the like new universe characters made a big like statement of like, I'm on the right path. You know, mine, Valentine. Mine is the path of justice or something, or my heart and actions are utterly unclouded or something. Maybe?
Could be.
I know that...
It's been a while.
Yeah, that certainly does feel very, like, Part 7 coded, though. Because I definitely remember a character talking a lot about I'm on the right path. And I think it was either Johnny or Valentine, which is pretty interesting.
She goes, I know you'll win this.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, yeah, true. Or that could be like a confidence booster. Who knows? But yeah, find a new lava rock, which makes sense. So the gang obviously starts to leave because they know they're being watched. And the guy's just like, hey.
Right.
And then Jody stops and turns around. And I think this is a pretty interesting moment. Maybe actually Murata or Munda's or whatever backstory is a little more relevant. Because he says, like, I feel bad for you.
Right.
Like, you got yourself mixed up. You know, you really didn't want to kill that old woman. The spirits guided you to or whatever.
And he believes everything they told.
Yeah. Maybe Jodio... I don't know if Jodio feels sympathy really for him, but he probably is just like, dude, that sucks for you. Um, and he talks about how I think this is also interesting is like he says there's only one person that should possess the lava rock.
Yep.
He learned it from the experience on the mega yacht. Wait, 6 months. Okay, wait, on the mega yacht 6 months. I thought it was a 9 month.
I thought it was too.
So maybe this is getting retconned into a 6 month time skip instead of a 9 month.
Could be.
I mean, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so no one should know about it. A rock that reverses the flow of wealth. If you had it, you think you could share it with anyone else. So I think Jodio here actually might be like being like, the lava rock is too powerful that no one should have it. Like, it's not really something that someone should own.
Right.
It's too powerful.
But this thing is making noise.
Oh, yeah, his ankle monitor. Yeah, because then Jodio, like, is like, hey, you should leave, and then he dips.
Yeah.
And they're leaving, and then we get introduced to the next stand enemy. Woo! Which is really cool.
Which I don't understand. Is it the stand that is monitoring?
Oh, you think like maybe like I would assume so. I would assume that maybe like it's like a stand that reacts either to like the ankle monitor or maybe it's just like the stand user sends it out whenever they need to deal with someone.
Yeah.
Cuz this is cool. This is a really unique stand design that I like. It's like two like rods of light.
Yep.
Kizaru. Two rods of light that just like land down and then they form into this really unique like shape. It almost reminds me of like a Pokemon from like Unknown. Or sorry, not from a Pokemon like named Unknown. That's just like these like black symbols, but instead this one's like light. And the guy's confused, so that tells me he's never seen the stand before.
It looks like a person, too.
Yeah. It almost has like a vaguely humanoid type of shape.
Yeah.
And it's like shuffling towards him. Zoo. It has like energy sound, like zoo, 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 zoo.
Yep.
And it steps on him. And then it like he's like ribbed, like this sounds so gross. It becomes like ribbed, and then it like shoots holes all through his body.
Yeah.
But like in like a single direction, you know, like a straight line almost.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really sure what that means. And then
I don't know what the poco is.
oh, that's the sound effect of a.
Well, I mean, is that the effect of these holes?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like any guesses we make here are just going to be like completely thrown off later whenever we see this stand again. And then yeah, it just is just ripping this dude in half. It is pretty gore. I mean, that's classic JoJo's, and then once it's done its job, it breaks apart and then into the two rods. And then the dude's like, "It's so pretty." And then it flies away. And then we see the gang running back, and then we also see like the things above them. I think that's just from the tree, like the willow tree, but I think it's purposefully meant to like
make you think.
I wonder, I mean, I don't think this is the case given that it seems like someone went to him to kill him, but maybe it's like another like natural phenomenon,
could be
like the cat's eyes and all that, where they're like native to Hawaii. Maybe like the trees can like drop that or something.
Might.
The dude's like the dots and all that. You know what that also reminds me of? On the dude's face, it reminds me of like Blackmore from Steel Ball Run, where like the rain would like go through his body.
Oh yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that guy too. Although obviously I don't think it's anywhere near that. It's pretty cool though.
It is.
I do really like the design. I can't wait to see more of the stand or what it's called. It feels very unique for JoJo's.
Yeah.
It's not like a humanoid type thing. It's like two rods of light. It's pretty cool.
That form into different patterns.
Oh yeah, maybe that's not like the only thing it can take.
Right.
Maybe it can take a different form. But either way.
Because if you look here, it was like this, but then it's like this where it's shaped.
No, yeah, and it like deforms around his foot too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a really
and then
good.
it goes over the other foot.
Yeah, yeah. But that was a really good chapter.
It was.
I I'm really looking forward to this next arc. The new stand seems really interesting. We got a lot of good information, and I like especially about like the lava rocks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
JoJolands is just so good. I don't know how it keeps its quality so consistently.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm betting it's like the Mafia, although Dolphin Bank I could also see. Both of them are like pretty well established, entities.
So who was was that the lawyer that made the fingers come off?
Made the finger. Oh, no. That was Ningbo. Remember the guy, the
Ningbo.
firefighter,
Oh yeah.
the guy that like had like the balloon stand. That got messed up by.
Because we know it's not Lulu's.
No,
Scam,
yeah, it's
but-
not Lulu's. Well, no, I mean, she could be working with them, maybe.
With Lulu and Key West and Lang Spang could be working together.
I would assume if they are working together, it's not a happy coupling. I assume that Key West and Lame, if they're still alive, and well, we know Lulu's alive, would have taken her hostage.
Yeah, and
Most
force her.
certainly, and probably would have forced her to either give up information or something along those lines. But I mean, I do think they're still alive. We did see them in the hospital. Now, granted,
Along with the guy from the bank guy.
yeah, Yokohama too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's possible they're still alive. I would like to. I mean, I know Lulu is, but the only thing that holds me back from believing they're still alive is I'm not really sure what they could provide much to the story.
I don't know.
Because we already know that all there's.
there's.
Yeah, true. And we already know all their stands and all that. I don't know. Lulu, I think will definitely come back, but I'm not really sure.
About Key West and Lang Spang.
Or Yokohama and all that.
Yeah,
But yeah, exciting stuff.
it is.
I think that's going to call it here for this episode of the JoJolanders. Really good chapter. I'm looking forward to. I hope we get a new chapter, like a new arc name, starting next one.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Although maybe just this whole thing is just going to be Usagi, fraud and suspicion, part 27. But either way, that's going to be it. Thanks for listening to the JoJolanders. We'll see you next month. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.